Hi, I'm Evan Freeman. We're at Taylor Restaurant, New York City. Pisco Sour. Around wartime is when Pisco really grew in popularity on the West Coast, even though it was really unheard of here on the East Coast. But now it's back. It's one of the world classic drinks, and it's basically a sour with a few modifications to it. So we start out with a big shaker set. We're going to use an egg in this drink, so we're going to need some room for this to go around. So I'm using a 28-ounce shaker tin with an 18-ounce cheater tin in order to get the most space that I can to mix this around. We're going to start out with 2 ounces of spirit. And 1 ounce of lime juice. Again, in the restaurant, we do a lot of these, so we keep this squeezed. So you at home can actually make a better one than I do by squeezing your juice right when you need it. Going to put a ½ ounce of simple syrup in there. And now comes the egg. People get very scared when you start putting eggs in drinks, but really, you shouldn't worry. As long as your eggs are fresh, you don't stand much of a chance of getting sick. This is an egg separator that you might want to pick up. It just makes it a little bit cleaner and easier to separate your eggs. Fits right over the end of your tin. You can just crack your egg, put the whole thing in there. As you see, what happens is the white gets separated from the yolk. Now that you have the yolk here, you can just discard it. You simply shake it first without any ice in the tin. I also like to use big ice when I'm doing this. It tends to agitate that mixture and really whip that egg white up. Use a Hawthorne strainer. Strain that into a coupe glass. Now, if you whip your egg whites well, and your proportions are correct, you'll get a nice head on there with almost a convex meniscus on the top. When making this drink, it's really key that you have that froth on top, because the next ingredient that added is really meant for the nose and not to be on the drink. A properly made Pisco Sour has Angostura bitters just on the foam so that it doesn't actually drop into the drink. There's different ways of doing this and adding it in. One nice way to do it is just to put drops of Angostura onto the surface of the drink. Perhaps 3 drops like that. And then take a stick and drag them through like a pastry chef does with sauces. You create little hearts in there. That's a little known drink that's actually really a world classic, Pisco Sour.